Okay, well, we have a different GM apparently now. Things have changed. Are you able to change that back real quick, actually? Oh, shoot. I'm
Two
sorry.
failed hero
Now I'm,
points.
now I'm undeafened.
Big session 0.
Uh, yep. Can you start over with that? And also, I'm sorry. Can you turn your video back off because that changed the order of things now?
Oh yeah, you're not the game master.
I turn on my video and do I screw everything up? Awesome.
Yeah, we need to. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. If
How did that
possible.
happen?
Who do you need to do what?
I
Shave?
need. Looking at the names.
Me to turn back up.
Davy.
Davy.
Yeah, if you could turn it back off. I'll
wonder
have to
why.
adjust it next time again.
Oh, it's in alphabetical order now.
Yeah,
Oh, because we changed our names.
Uh-huh.
right.
Oh, that's silly. Gotcha.
So if your camera is on, then it goes by alphabetical order. And then it does it again if your camera is off.
So all Davy has to do with Davy?
Davy.
Davy has to do is like add like an X Davy for now at least, right? In front of their name.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, we could do
At-
that, sure.
Added underscore or no underscore would put him to the top,
Probably.
wouldn't it?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like a Z dash that we'll know to
Zadavy.
We are
Zadavy.
currently broadcasting all of this right now.
Yep.
Yeah, it's great. No, this is good
part and
content. For sure.
parcel.
Good content.
All right, he has Zadab.
Just go with, yeah,
Zadavi.
Zadavi. I love it.
Davy.
Zad-
I'm just going to pronounce it as Z, but
Zed.
Zadavi.
Okay, well, welcome everyone again after all this technical details and difficulties. Hello, there's probably nobody watching, but who knows? This is Failed Hero Points. We are a Pathfinder 2nd Edition group that will be playing the Outlaws of Alkenstar Adventure Path. Yay! We are going to be joined by all sorts of people. We've got drums, effigy drums. We've got Moorbird. We've got Shave Maddox. We've got Scale. We've got Patrick. We've got the Davy, and we've got UV. We are a huge party, and this is going to be kind of fun. Hopefully, pretty awesome, and we're going to just have a good time. Our major thing is we're just going to play the game, and if you want to watch, then great. Hopefully you'll have a good time too. So this is session 0. We are going to start by building all of our characters. Not me, I'm the GM. I will be overlording everybody. Everyone else is going to figure out what they want to play for the next however many months, years that this might go on. So let's get started. We've got some people that have already figured out kind of where they want to go, and some people that have kind of played in between, trying to figure out where they might want to fit in, what roles need to be fixed up, that sort of thing. So let's start with someone who has kind of a good handle on where they're going to go with their character. I think, how about Moorbird? You want to start?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm looking at playing a Kitsune psychic. And I don't know, what do you want to hear all about it?
Well,
Like,
actually,
what subclass?
Conscious Mind, the Tangible Dream, which buffs my Dancing Lights and Shield cantrips. And Subconscious Mind, Wandering Reverie, which gives me the Psyche action Fade into Daydreams, which allows me to be concealed.
May I ask the name of the character?
Inari is what I'm gonna call her.
it's a she. Kitsune lady.
Yeah.
I actually have, before we even get started with this start sort of thing, I have two things I wanted to bring up real quick. This AP takes place in a spot that's essentially a nuclear wasteland for magic. There's two warring magic-based nations where undead sorcerers kind of exploded at one another. Their nations went to town on one another, and there's this giant no man's land that's kind of a wasteland, deserty area. That's where we're going to be. That's the city of Alkenstar. Now, this leads to magic being kind of wonky at times. There is a subsystem that we can play with that is specifically done for here, and I wanted to take a vote before we got ready on anything, called Bronze Time and Surge Time. It's basically a weather report comes out. The next 2 days are extremely accurate, and then after that, it kind of drops off, just like a real weather report. Bronze time is times of magic stability. So whenever you cast, you know you're going to be casting no problem, and it's going to come out exactly the way you want it to. Surge time makes things go a little sideways, and you might not come out exactly the way you want it to. You would still be casting a spell. It would just be kind of like a wild magic kind of feel, or like I think it's called Wellspring magic within the Pathfinder 2e setting. Magic users, people who might be wanting to do magic, so I know that's Murbird, I know that might be UV and might be Drums. Would you rather play in a thing with Bronze Time and Surge Time, or would you rather have pretty stable magic the whole way through?
Bronze Surge.
Yeah, personally, it's part of this setting. It's a unique thing we're gonna have. I say go for it.
And I'm gonna be pretty gishy, so swinging a sword half the time and only magicking half the time, so doesn't matter much to me.
Okay.
Anyone
So-
have any objections?
Yeah, anyone else who's playing want anything to say about that? Rockin',
Okay.
then we are going to add Bronze Time and Surge Time. All that does is make things more difficult for me.
Excellent.
Actually, there's someone who has done a whole Excel spreadsheet where you can get it randomly pulled up and kind of get things going.
Nice. That's
That
awesome.
way, if we end up using it, I will totally credit them because they deserve it, because that's a giant pain in the butt. Okay,
That's awesome.
then next, the other final subsystem that I wanted to make sure if we wanted to go with, experience points versus milestone for leveling. Experience points means every 1,000 experience points you level up. Real easy. Milestone is story-based level up, where when we cross certain thresholds within the story, you level up. Doesn't really matter what your XP is, you just kind of hit that point and then we go.
Personally, I've always preferred story based. For me, at least, the purpose of doing this, besides hanging out with cool people, if Fogel accepted, is to tell the story together. Like, so for me, it matters more that we are at story points either being rewarded or are kind of where we're supposed to be, for that pacing of the story for that chapter, whatever. That's my personal preference.
Okay, I'm going to write down votes as we go down here.
Yeah, I also vote for story points.
Same.
It feels more like a reward for actions accomplished to me, like getting to a big beat in the story and then being able to level up afterwards, versus this one minor encounter that was inconsequential to the event, the major plot, just happens to push you over the XP. So you're like, I killed a rat with a mousetrap. Now I'm level 5. Like, it just feels much better to accomplish something big and then level up as a direct response to that.
Okay.
Anyone
And-
feel differently?
Anyone got any opinions, or are we cool with Milestone?
I mean, these all seem like good arguments. Like, seems less,
Mm-hmm.
in a traditional RPG sense, like less grindy, I guess. Like,
That's
Yeah.
never really
yeah,
heard of
that's definitely true.
story points before. I like this concept.
I like in the game that I run, I do a combination of both because if you go way off story for a little bit, sometimes that can completely throw it off. And some encounters, well, as John would know, there's one encounter in my game that if you're at level 1, you're not reaching the end of the encounter. It's completely out of whack. I think this one's going to be a lot more balanced than the one I'm running, but I still think story is probably the way to be.
Cool.
I'll flex it if I need to.
Yeah.
Okay. Hearing no objections and only opinions for Milestone, we will go with Milestone leveling. Okay? Great.
Great.
So, sorry, back to you now, Moorbird.
Cool. Yeah, so psychic. I put in some ability scores. Going for a snubbed out Stooley background, which is from the adventure path.
Okay. And I'll be cross-building your stuff in my path, my app that is a character builder, just to make sure that we're not missing anything as we go on here.
Sure.
Is there a particular tab or anything we should be looking at this point?
Oh,
If you want to open up the Inari character.
Yep, that's open.
yeah, that's
Okay.
that. Just the front tab at this point.
Sure. Yeah, so I filled out ancestry. Heritage, I went with Empty Sky, which gives me free cantrip and a familiar.
Do you get the orb familiar as a kitsune?
Absolutely.
Oh
Sweet.
boy.
I get that as a feat. That's not from the heritage, but the
Oh,
Empty
gotcha.
Sky gets me a spell.
Okay. Empty Sky, you said?
Yeah.
Right. And then, so let's get your ability boosts and skills set. Actually, let's not do skills quite yet. Let's get your ability boost ready, though.
Do we want to do all of that on one character, or do we want to go through the rough character ideas for everyone?
You know what? That's probably a good idea, UV. Let's get the character basics down, and then everyone can start to really hone in on what they want to do here. So, great. Let's keep that as our baseline there, Moorbird. Sound good?
Mhm.
All right. Who wants to go next?
I can jump in.
Ooh. All right. You were one of those that I was uncertain which one you were going to go with. So, let's see where we're at.
I am still leaning pretty heavily towards doing the Battle Bard build. I think it'd be good with the party this big, getting that Inspired Courage going everywhere. Oh no. Is that Meat Stick Dan? Wow, that was something.
I keep them close to my heart.
I mean, I still say if Meat Stick Dan wants to come back, I have backup characters and don't have to be the Bard. But
Meat
yeah,
Stick
I built
is the sexiest bard that's ever existed, formerly played by Davy.
there he is. That's amazing. Adriel Swordborn is not nearly as fascinating as Meat Stick Dan, but is a youngest sister to 5 brothers, so grew up wrestling and fighting and inspires courage with taunts and feats of strength in a sort of a Gish build. So I went with some extra armor training and strength as opposed to dexterity, and went with the warrior muse in order to use martial weapons. So it's a character that can swing a sword, sling a spell, as well as inspire courage. And then also being human, I went with one of I think it's an ancestry feat, if I remember, that makes her really good at aiding. So it has the build has a +4 to aid. So it's a very good, like, get in there, aid someone, inspire courage, and swing a sword while you're at it.
Okay. Is this the concept that you feel like you should lean into then there, Drums?
Yeah, I feel pretty good about it.
Great.
I like Gish. I like charisma based stuff, so I think
Cool.
it's
So
gonna be
let's build
fun.
her out a little bit. So I have your character sheet pulled up. I don't know if Shave does.
Yeah,
Okay. Do you want to start filling that out, Drums, and we can see
yeah, I can do that.
how we go. The little pluses on the character sheets are very handy. They let you just click on them, and then you can find the thing that you're looking for and drag it over onto the character sheet. Drums just dragged human over. It automatically populated it and then adjusted the HP as he put it in and his new AC. Her new AC, I should say. Her, there.
Her.
Okay.
I see it on stream, but I don't see it on my personal.
That's because we
Session.
didn't do it on yours yet.
Oh, you're seeing your own.
We're on Drums's.
Right. No. I understand.
All right, I of course did the spam human build where you go versatile heritage, so you get another feat, getting me armor proficiency.
And then are you going with a campaign background or with a general background?
I am. I'm going to go with the campaign background of the wanted, or I forget what it's called in this. In Path Builder, it's called Wanted Witness, but I know they have to slightly change the names in Path Builder versus what we might find here. Nope, it's also called Wanted Witness.
Yep. Path Builder being the character builder that we use to build characters on the side. It is a great app/website.
Yep.
I concur.
Okay. Great. We'll get back to the more gritty details in just a second here. Who's up next? I know.
I'll go last. I've been playing since '94, so I'm prepared to do whatever we need.
Flex in wherever you want. Maybe Patrick or Shave. I know you guys were a little tighter on what you guys wanted to do. Scale, you too. We had talked about what you wanted to do. Oh, Scale,
Scale, you're muted.
I can go next. I'm perfectly fine with that.
Great, let's do it.
Yeah, my character's name is Ruxel. He's a rogue elf. I know that might sound cliche to some, but it's a character I've always wanted to play, and I've never been able to finish any kind of campaign with it. So rolling with it.
What class? What class was that again? I'm sorry.
Rogue.
Rogue. Thank you.
Rouge.
Rules.
Awesome.
So, yeah, if you click on that plus symbol on your character sheet there on class, you can drag Rogue over, and you'll see a drop-down menu pop up, I believe, with whatever racket you might want to select.
Nice. That will be Thief.
Thief. So go ahead and select that Thief racket, and that should automatically start filling in things correctly for you.
'94.
And then background, you and I had talked about doing one of the general backgrounds, but the general background we were going to tie in with the campaign pretty easily. Did you want to still go with that background?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now, the question is, what was that background? You know more than me.
I'm scrolling down through it and checking the scene. Now, would that be like the same thing as like an ancestry thing? No.
No, so
Yeah.
the background is that it was your pickpockety sort of thing, whatever that ended up being.
Hmm.
Oh man, where is it? Street urchin. That was the one.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. So if you click on that plus symbol by background, then you can select street urchin there.
I could see that one being easy to integrate. Yeah.
Oh, totally. It's we've got some ideas. We'll see where Scale wants to end up with it.
Cool.
Got it.
Okay. Then let's shift gears and go to someone else.
Suppose I can jump in.
Great. Okay, cool. Shave. What you got?
I have a catfolk gunslinger.
Ooh.
And he is going by the name of Jacksonius.
Ooh, Jacksonius.
May or may not be a nod to a friend's cat that passed.
Well, that's sweet. That's very
Aw.
nice. Okay. So, same deal as everyone else. You can adjust your character's name there, and then click on the pluses to click and drag all your stuff over. So, I know Catfolk.
Yes, I was kind of paying attention about that part. How do I dragging it from where exactly?
So go ahead and click on. There's a little plus symbol in those first couple of boxes there.
Mm-hmm.
Click on that plus symbol.
Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And then you can see Catfolk and drag that over. And that'll populate. Now, go for class or heritage, whichever one you want to do. And what's your class going to be? How about that?
Let me make sure I actually have that up here. That would
Gunslinger.
Gunslinger
Yes.
he's going for.
Do you know what type of gunslinger?
It looks like. Where do I have that?
Yeah, so I think you were going with Pistolero.
Ah,
Yes,
that's right.
that is what it is. You're right.
So if you click on Wave the Pistolero right there.
Right. Okay, and then. Select
And then
skill.
which of the two skills do you want to like have featured? Deception or intimidation?
Intimidation is what I was thinking.
All right. So that'll automatically already get you all set with intimidation. All right, now heritage and background.
Heritage, I have 9 lives, catfolk.
9 lives, catfolk. Your family has always seemed to bounce back from disaster, not through physical hardiness or specialized skill, but from sheer luck. Other catfolk whisper that you have 9 lives. If you are reduced to 0 hit points by a critical hit on an attack roll, you become dying 1 instead of dying 2. Those of us who have played before know just how handy that's gonna be. Especially for Shave.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, great. Then that's all set. Once you drag that in.
Yep.
And then you can now, what did you figure out a background?
That I put bandit.
Bandit. Great. So that's one of the general ones. We can totally, you and I will have a discussion on what sort of banditry got you into trouble. Like, it's pretty easy to figure a way to hook yourself in with the two main people that are referenced in all of the campaign backgrounds through banditry.
Cat burglar.
What's that?
Cat burglar. I said it. I had to.
Oh, I see. Because you're a cat burglar. I gotcha. Oh boy. Wow. Okay. So we'll go with that. And great. Cool. Then we are all set with that one for now. Let's move on. Patrick, I know you were pretty settled.
Yeah. I will be playing as a dwarf named, let me get it typed in, Kelvin. You know, that
And that-
dwarf named Kelvin.
Is that
Everybody
a male,
knows him.
Is that a male dwarf or a female dwarf?
What is it?
Male or female?
Male.
Okay.
His ancestry is dwarf. His heritage is rock dwarf. His class is inventor. And background, I don't know, Fogelhut, if I should mention this, or if this should be kind of a story surprise.
We can keep it a story surprise if you'd like.
Ooh.
Some people have seen it already, but
Aw, dip.
we're streaming, buddy.
Sorry, can I jump in and say we got a raid already?
Ooh.
We got a raid.
What?
Who raided
Right.
us?
Tabletop Obscura. Thanks for the raid.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for coming over. We're just getting started. This is a big old Sesh Zero. We're building characters right now.
I will have to follow them. I am often looking for tabletop stuff on Twitch.
This is awesome.
Nice.
And I'm sorry for all the choices I make and my complete lack of inexperience.
What
Victor,
type of
sorry,
what
Why-
type of inventor were you planning on doing, Patrick?
Weapon, right?
What was that?
Weapon construct.
I don't know yet.
So
I
you
think.
were it's between weapon inventor, armor inventor, and construct inventor, and you were, from what we had talked about, maybe going to do a weapon innovation. Is that correct?
Oh, yes. I don't know if I put that down in Path Builder.
That's all right. We'll figure that out.
Was that going to be a ranged weapon or a melee weapon? Do you know?
I'm
He and
thinking
I-
melee.
Melee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that works. We having a couple melee people to synergize with our battle bard who wants to be up close and personal while singing them to smash.
This is the type of bard who sees action and is just like, let me at him. I have actually composed limericks for this battle bard.
Yes.
I need to do more between composing music and this. It's been a lot, but yes, this weekend I have mostly free, so I think I will do some more background music and work on some limericks.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Okay, good and terrible, just like the way we like it. Okay. So I think
That would bring the Davy. I still can't remember. I'm sorry.
Davy.
Davy.
Yappy.
I think that's going to set us up with Kelvin for now, at this exact moment. We've got two more who have not settled at all. So, Davy would be next because UV wanted to stay last. So, Davy, what you thinking?
All right, I've got two characters that I've rolled up. I have the wonderful unknown adventurer, who's a swashbuckler fetchling. and she's pretty cool. I've got her almost completely fleshed out. I also have a Knoll Hunter, and I can't decide which one I'd rather want to play.
Hunter being a ranger.
Yes, excuse me, a ranger.
Okay.
I'm thinking of old WoW terms here. So yeah, I've got the ranger with a pangolin as its pet, and I also have a swashbuckler wisp fetchling, who should be a lot of fun. But I can't decide, so I was kind of waiting to see what everybody else picked before I chose. What are your guys' thoughts?
One with the pangolin.
I do like Penguin, but I believe, John, you had mentioned that nature connection is weakened here.
It's not that nature connection is weakened here. It's more of like, don't worry about being a druid.
Gotcha.
A ranger
Don't
would
be a
still
druid.
be able to do some stuff, mostly with smashing a specific target. Because in 2e, rangers are more like, instead of getting bonuses from the land, it's more like, hey, you, I see you, I'm gonna murder you, I hate you. So I think that's where you
Gotcha.
gotta kind of think about rangers that way instead of being like a dude who's out in the wilderness doing a lot of wilderness stuff. Though they are good at doing wilderness stuff in the wilderness.
Okay.
It's like a city ranger, which is an investigator, but you're still a ranger.
Yeah, I like the ranger. I like the character a lot, and I definitely want to play her at some point.
Well, feel
But
free to do that now then if you want.
I was to say, well, I don't think it's going to fit the story because it's like, oh, I'm a hunter, a Knoll Hunter from, the Northern Wilderness. But
Could be a bounty hunter.
yeah,
You could be like a wastelands hunter, like living on the outskirts of the
That's
city.
true. There's a lot of
Survivalist.
screwed up shit in the wasteland.
I am sadly, I think I'm leaning towards the swashbuckler
Okay.
mostly because I started putting it in my character sheet already.
I mean, I like this.
Let's not
I
say
like
sadly,
this.
because I love me a swashbuckler. That's
Yeah, no,
probably
no.
my like third favorite class in the game.
So
Yeah.
what species?
This is a currently unnamed fetchling swashbuckler who's a wisp fetchling. So she's going to be very, very small, a lot smaller. She's actually considered a small creature. Her background is she's famed in Ferris Quarter.
Is there a character sheet for this?
It is Iria. How do you
I
pronounce
was
that?
trying to figure out a cool name, so actually it's currently unnamed.
Oh, okay.
It's
Well,
gonna be
and-
Aria, but everything just sounded like earache to me, and I'm like, oh, because I currently
Sure.
have a cold, so.
so Shave, you can click on EIREA, and that's the one that we're currently talking about. Okay.
I like that name for what it's worth. It looks cool.
It's settled. Aria's the name.
I like all the names so far.
Yeah, we got a good grouping of names here. Only one with a last name.
I did have
Oh,
a third character which I was rolling up, which was an orc fighter by the name of Dennis.
Did he have a specific system that he used on ladies?
No.
Oh, all right.
That one went right over my head. I'm assuming it's a reference I do not recognize.
It's always funny.
Ah.
So okay, then with your fetchling swashbuckler kind of settled in now, UV, what are you thinking?
That we are lacking a healer, so I will be playing a sorcerer, human. Let me see here. Let me totally not randomly generate a name in front of me.
You can leave the names for later too. You don't have to worry about a name right now. This game will be played every 2 weeks, so
I will be.
You got 2 weeks.
Dragon. What's it called for sorcerer? Bloodline.
Dragon
No,
Bloodline?
Yeah, Draconic Bloodline.
Yeah. I believe we had talked about eyes. Anyways. Well, Normally, I'm in a group where nobody's playing a female character, so I typically grab that. But we're like 50-50 here.
I mean,
So
just go for it.
I'm going to flip
Do
a
what
coin.
you want. So, Draconic Bloodline, human, you said, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Are you? Would you mind filling out your character sheet on
Not at all.
Foundry here?
Astra Nola.
Astra Nola.
Yeah. Female.
That's a pretty good name too.
Thank you. All right, let me.
It's very sorcery.
Thank you.
Very sorcery. Sorcerer.
Sorcerer. All right. Human. Yes, that's wonderful. Do I dread?
It like only just now hit me how many mannequins there are in Dabby's basement.
I said I didn't want to turn on my camera because I don't want you to see how I live.
Airplane struts and mannequins.
There's
what?
Airplane tail, airplane wing parts, creepy mannequin, creepy mannequin, creepy mannequin.
Creepy mustache.
Excellent mustache.
I agree. It's a good looking mustache.
Okay, so versatile heritage. You'll select that feat in just a moment. Get that class, and then when you drag that sorcerer in, you should be able to select Draconic from a drop down.
Yep, I will be choosing the sorcerer feat that gives me a familiar at first level.
Okay.
Oh, so as part of my character concept is I'm going to be going with Familiar Master. And given the setting where we are, I am planning on it being not this level. It's because I don't have the familiar points, whatever they're called, but it will be a clockwork familiar, given the campaign setting.
Yeah, that's gonna be perfect.
Yeah, that is quite appropriate for what we're doing.
So, go ahead and get your class set in your character sheet and your background. Do you have a background settled on?
Oh god, I think it was witness, but no, it's not settled.
Okay.
I was going to do a campaign one.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait. There was for this character. Sorry, that was for the other character concept I have. There is a magical student expulsion, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to do that for the magic character.
That sounds right. I don't know which one it is off the top of my head. So, I'll eventually pull up that PDF real quick. Great. And you go ahead and drag that stuff in, and I think we have now settled, finally, on all of our classes. All right. This is a pretty good developed group. Lots of choice, lots of I think we're going to be able to hit from all sorts of different ways. We got range guys, we got melee guys, we got magic guys. Great. This is awesome. Then, I guess let's circle back around to Moorbird, and let's fill out your ability boosts and skill trainings, and then get your feats in order. Then, basically, we'll be all set with you.
Okay. Yeah, so from my ancestry, I boosted dexterity and charisma. My background, I also boosted dexterity and charisma. My key ability for my class is charisma.
Okay.
And my 4 boosts are dexterity, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
Great. Lots of charisma.
We're going to be a very charismatic party, aren't we?
Yeah.
Are you a charisma-based sorcerer?
Yes.
Sorcerers are all charisma based.
Okay.
We
Okay.
are
So
we are all charisma-based casters right
Bard,
now.
Bard is charisma.
Psychic has an option to do intelligence-based casting, so I may switch to that.
Okay.
That actually could be useful as a part. I mean, to have a smart person.
To have
in
one
general.
smart person.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we have
an inventor.
An inventor, and inventor is intelligence based. That's the key
Oh, true.
for
True.
them. So
But
it'll be three faces trying to trip over.
hello, all
Yeah.
three of us
Talking.
trying to intimidate at the same time.
Hey,
Well,
that's actually pretty
I know.
good strategy.
Sounds intimidating. Yes, I might switch to intelligence. So,
Okay.
which might do a little bit of rejiggering.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
whatever you're gonna have fun with.
Sure.
Yeah, I think we're pretty well covered in everything that we might want in the party. So, like, choose whatever makes you happy.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at a lot of like illusion-y kind of trickstery magic kind of stuff.
Okay.
But I don't know if Drum is going to be doing that with his bard.
Not really.
Sure.
A lot of the spells I'm going for are pretty well, being a bard, like buffing, like I'll still do guidance because that's good outside of combat, and then just like kind of straightforward telekinetic projectile, because Fogelhut knows, of course, I'm going to use telekinetic projectile.
Your favorite cantrip
Okay.
in the game.
And yeah, other than that, like I'm not really leaning too much into the occult despite being a bard. So if you're
Sure.
doing illusion-y stuff, go for it.
Cool. Did you want to go over skills and stuff then, Fogelhut?
The one thing that I'm not sure on, what is your conscious mind and what is your subconscious mind?
I filled it out. Conscious is, see where I put it.
I see. It's under the feats
The
area.
tangible dream,
Yeah.
and subconscious is wandering reverie.
So, wandering reverie.
Yeah, so that the wandering reverie gives me charisma-based spellcasting, and I can one action conceal
Okay.
myself. And then the tangible dream gives me 3 cantrips. So there's a unique cantrip that only people who have the tangible dream can cast, and that is imaginary weapon. And then there's dancing lights and shield, which I can cast in special ways.
Cool. And then as you level up, you get to get a couple more special cantrips.
Yes.
If I remember correctly. That is awesome. Also, whatever conscious mind you grab gives you a whole list of spells that you get to add to your sheet. That are
Yeah, I get free spells every once in a while.
Yeah, that's
So first level, I get color spray for free.
color spray is awesome. Gotta love the color spray.
I remember those dancing lights coming in handy at one point.
Yeah, dancing lights always come.
Yeah,
too.
that was right. In the little campaign that I ran, you like used dancing lights to just like sweep the magical minefield out of the way. That was sweet.
Okay. So then extra feats. What you got? What haven't we hit yet?
I took Ancestry Feat Star Orb,
Star Orb, right?
which is a rock familiar.
Yep.
That has no movement abilities unless I pick one.
Yep.
And and then its other familiar ability is it has to be the one that refills your innate spells.
Okay.
So I've got one ability to work with, which
Got
I can do movement or something else. I'll probably do the one that gives me, I can recharge a focus point once per day.
That's a pretty handy one.
Especially as a psychic, like that's an extra amp when you do that. That'll be sweet.
Though, you as a psychic, when you refocus, starting at level 1, you get 2 focus points back.
Yes, but I'll be able to get one like middle of a fight or something.
Yes, yes. This is unusual. Usually you only get 1 focus point back. There's a couple classes where you get 2. I believe the Oracle also gets 2 back on a refocus at first level. Everything else has to be later feats taken. So,
Yep.
cool. Then you got, if you're keeping with charisma, which you totally can do, then you get 4 more skills added. So currently you have deception trained, lore of underworld trained, occultism trained, and I think that's it. So you get to add 4 more things here.
Performance, society, stealth, thievery.
And thievery. Great. Okay, go ahead and add those to your character sheet underneath proficiencies and make sure it matches.
Sure how to do that.
Oh, great. Go to the proficiencies tab, which is the little hand.
Uh-huh.
And if you click on untrained, there'll be a drop-down
I
menu.
just switch it to trained.
Yep,
Okay.
that's it.
Great.
And then to add your lore underworld, you'll see lore skills directly underneath core skills. Well, that's okay, rhymey. And then you can click on the add button there, which I just did for you.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Then you can move that from untrained to trained and type in, like you just did, underworld. There you go. And we have you pretty much filled out on everything character-wise. Now you just need to figure out what your gear is going to be. Remember, you have 15 gold pieces to play with. You've probably already figured it out knowing you, but we'll get back to that later. We'll cover that in the equipment section of today's session. All right. Secondly, I think we had Adriel, right?
Adriel. Yep.
Adriel. I'm sorry. I thought it was
like
Adriel for some reason.
just say April, but put a D in there instead.
Got it.
Adriel.
You flipped
But
the P upside down.
Yep, I just spelled it old timey with the AE sound. So all right. I think I successfully filled everything out here, but to kind of go through it. So with both my ancestry and background, both are a strength and a charisma. And then key ability score is charisma because of being a bard. I don't get a choice there. And then with my free boost, I went for a 3rd strength, a 4th charisma, and then 1 dex to kind of max out the AC, and then 1 con to be a little bit tougher up front. So not a very smart or wise character, but I think that fits sort of the background of being someone who dives headfirst into wrestling matches and battle. So
that feels right to me. All right. Cool. So let's hit up the. Oh, you know what? I didn't. It's a warrior muse, right?
Warrior muse, correct. Yep.
But I wanted to double check. And
yep.
What are your ancestry feats and general feat for versatile heritage going to be?
So the general feat for versatile heritage is armor proficiency, which allows me to upgrade from light armor into medium armor, which basically means I don't need to care that much about dexterity for defense, and I can use strength for both defense and attacks, which is what I was after, and for wrestling later on, which is what I plan on doing with this character. And then for my, let's see, yeah, so that was the background, and then the ancestry feats. What did I go with there? Oh yeah, cooperative nature, so that I am good at aiding people because that's what this character does.
Awesome. The aid reaction is super crazy useful. It has a very high DC of 20 at first level. That actually stays the DC of 20. So as you keep going on and leveling up, it becomes a very easy DC to pass. That +4 will come in extremely handy at all levels.
It seems broken. It's so good. Like it's a +4. It's not a +1 or +2. It's a +4. That's so much.
Yes. Though it is also a feat that you're spending on this. And it's a
True,
human
true.
feat that's not natural ambition. They need to tempt you away from natural ambition, which gives you an extra first level class feat.
That is true.
Cool. And then so you also have a whole bunch of skills right now. You are trained in occultism, performance, and society, as well as lore city, which I think that city is probably going to be Alkenstar. I
That's
don't
what
know.
I'm
It could
thinking.
be wherever you came from. We've talked about your possible origins, so it depends on what city you came from.
Yeah, that is the one thing I still want to noodle on a little bit, maybe just do offline with you. But yeah,
Totally.
that's a lore that training comes from the Wanted Witness background, and it just kind of specifies city. So I'll think about that. It will be another pretty major city in Galarian, but probably just Alkenstar.
Okay. And then what you got for your other skills?
Let's see. I think you covered it. So I'm going athletics.
You have 4 more. I'm sorry, I didn't say how many you get to fill out extra. Yes, 4 more.
Okay. So athletics, go and
Right.
train in athletics. Again, intending to take this character with some of the wrestling, but then I also figure putting people in headlocks and then inspiring courage. I definitely have some limericks written about like having them held. I've done the hard part, now just come kick them, stuff like that. So, some diplomacy because charisma based. I'm not going with deception because I figured this is somewhat of a straightforward fighter.
No
I'm
fear.
going with intimidation because, again, the limericks and the charging into battle. Occultism, trained due to being a bard. Performance, the background for this character being a Wanted Witness is that, well, we'll get there, but this is a character who has done some like feats of strength performing. So if you've ever, kind of like Ren Fair kind of stuff, like chopping the apple off of someone's head, those kinds of fun things. And then society makes sense with like the lore skill and living in big city and being a performer, and then survival due to being a Wanted Witness and now needing to kind of survive off the grid for a while.
Beautiful. And I think that covers everything aside from gear. So while you're taking a look at gear, let's move on. Who did we have third? Was that you, Scale?
Probably, yeah.
So, all right. Let's get into Ruxel, right?
Yes. I have been slowly but surely filling everything out too, as well.
Okay, so what have you selected your ability boosts? This is something that you can pre-fill out in Path Builder to make sure that you're doing everything correctly before we throw it into here. But it actually looks like it works very perfectly in Foundry now. That is amazing. Good job, Foundry Pathfinder 2, guys. This is awesome. So if you go to ability scores and click on edit, there will be a box that pops up and it will show you what you're missing.
I go to ability score.
On the character, the very front page of the character sheet
Yes.
at the bottom.
Thank you, Morbird.
I click on edit. There we go.
And you'll see a cool table pop up.
Yes, I do see. Sorry, I don't think I picked it up.
So, as an elf, you are currently locked in with a dex boost, an intelligence boost, and a flaw in con. So, you get one of your choice to boost.
I can tell you what I did. Let me see. It's pulling up. I went for ancestry boost. I went for charisma.
Charisma. Okay. And then for your background boosts, you get to choose between dex and con for your first one.
For con.
Con. And then your second one?
Dexterity.
Dex. So you covered both of them anyway with your street urchiny. Awesome. Then how about so you're doing a thief rogue, which means that you can take, or I think you have to take dex as your key ability boost. So go ahead and click on that with the key symbol.
Is this the rogue bracket that lets you apply dex to damage in addition to your strike?
Oh, you bet it is.
It is, isn't it?
Yep. I think you have strength clicked on.
Yeah, I'm trying to unclick it.
Oh, just click on dex instead, and it should just pop it over.
All
There
right,
you go.
gotcha. Thank you.
And then you get 4 boosts of whatever you like.
I went with con again.
Okay.
I don't want to be squishy. Wisdom,
Wisdom.
dex,
Yep.
and charisma.
Charisma. Awesome.
Charisma abounds in this party.
Yeah. Charisma is a good choice. Beautiful. That looks awesome. I think we've got everything selected there. If I remember correctly, what we had talked about, you and I, is you're going to have a ranged weapon in one hand and a rapier in the other hand. That means because you get to apply dex to damage, I think you get to apply your dex score maybe to your ranged weapon. I'm not quite sure on that. I'm going to double check, but that would be real neat.
Probably not.
Oh,
The question is if
it
it's a
actually works
thrown
really well
weapon.
with the 2 hit. So, it'll be a +4 to hit with your ranged weapon, and because you'll be holding your ranged weapon, we had discussed this. When you have your surprise attack, being like if you get initiative ahead of other bad dudes, any one of those dudes that you attack with range is flat-footed to you, so you get your 1d6 of sneak attack damage at range instead of having to run up necessarily.
Shit.
That is nice.
It's pretty great. That's a neat combo. Great. So, let's see. I'm just going to make sure I have everything else filled out correctly for you. Whisper Elf. Great. Now, let's look at the feats tab, which is the one that looks like a little medal.
All right.
Have you figured out what you want as your feats within here?
I did.
Okay, so let's start with Ancestry feat. What you got there?
Nimble Elf, which boosts my speed by 5.
Boost your speed by 5. Real hard to not take a Nimble Elf with that extra speed boost. I think you now have a base speed of 35, which is ridiculous.
Zoomy.
Then class feat.
Tumble Behind.
Tumble Behind. Great. Anything that gets you more flat-footed is great, and this means that you could be ranged and they're flat-footed against your next attack at range. So that's another possible thing. And then, did you select a skill feat already?
Yes, the background one is Pickpocket, and then I get another one, which is the concealing one. I'm not even going to try to say.
Concealing Legerdemain.
Yes.
Great. That means that you basically are good at hiding things on yourself.
Yes.
So if a policeman comes up to you and is like, empty your pockets, you're like, all right, and then you switch it to another pocket. That is fantastic. So now, the hardest part of a rogue, you have 9 skills to add on to your already existing skills. I'm sure you've already filled this out.
I've been working on it.
So, before filling anything out, you're already trained in lore of one city, which, again, one city probably you'd want to have as Alkenstar. You're trained in stealth and you're trained in thievery. You get 9 more skills to train.
Rogues.
Rogues.
Okay, so
now here's something that I haven't broached, and I will with you, and I'll probably levy it towards Patrick as well. You can think about taking more than one lore skill. You could have several lore skills stacked on top of one another in case you're like, I don't see why I need to be trained in this skill. I'm not going to lean into this aspect of my character. Lore skills have a lower DC for recall knowledge checks than things like your regular skills like society or nature or what have you, arcana.
They're also really useful for knowing something, just in combat terms, like, oh, that monster is weak to fire.
That, yes. If you have lore like that breed of monster.
Okay.
So, with all that said, have you figured out some of your skills that you would like?
Yes, I think I have most of them.
What do we got?
Trained in acrobatics.
Acrobatics, very good for tumble behind.
Trained in athletics, just in case I have to climb anything.
Okay.
Deception, intimidation, performance, society, survival, thievery, and stealth.
Okay. You still have 2 more skills that you get to choose.
As a rogue, it's just easier to figure out what you don't want to be trained in.
Yeah. I'll go for occultism.
Okay.
And medicine.
Okay. Finally, someone is trained in medicine.
I was getting a bit worried there, yeah.
Also, I really enjoy that everyone so far that has a charisma build has taken some form of deception or intimidation, and no one has chosen diplomacy. This is going to be really fun for me.
I have diplomacy. I trained in diplomacy.
Oh, you did train diplomacy. Okay.
I trained diplomacy.
All right. That's a lot of stuff. We've talked somewhat about your equipment ahead of time. Go ahead and get into your equipment and figure out what you want to spend it on. Then, I think, Shave, you're up next.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boys.
Oh, boy. So, you're Catfolk Gunslinger, Jacksonius.
That's right.
Let's break over to that feats tab.
Okay.
Oh, actually, before we do that, sorry, ability boosts. I missed out on ability boosts. So, click on that edit button on the first page of your character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a boost to Dex and Charisma as a Catfolk and a flaw in Wisdom. What would you like your one ability boost to be that you get to choose from here?
Well, let's see. I think I selected that over here somewhere. Looks like I just said it was 1 or 2.
What's that?
Just 1 free boost.
So you get 1 free boost from your ancestry. Yeah.
Okay. For some reason I had strength and dex both checked here.
You can, because you already have Dex and Charisma boosted for your ancestry. You just
Okay.
have a penalty to Wisdom.
Yeah, I guess I'm going Strength and Dex unless, unless we're in need of something else here.
Necessarily. Yeah, you can take whatever you want there. So Strength for Ancestry. Go ahead and click on the stir there.
Doesn't look like it's letting me. Oh, do I have
Oh.
to go to edit first?
Okay, yes, click on Edit first. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yes, Jackson thing. He said Jacksonius.
Oh, boost.
There you go. Click on Boost there. Underneath Catfolk, you see there's a flashing one. Yeah, there you go. Okay, now, with your background, you get a choice of Dex or Charisma for your first ability boost.
Yeah, I guess maybe I'm overdoing the lore aspect of the cat here, but I feel like a Dex makes more sense for a cat. I don't know.
Well, Dex makes sense for a cat, and it makes sense for a gunslinger.
Yeah, maybe that's was maybe more along those lines. Absolutely.
Dex is also real great. Basically, the one thing you really want to try and lean on is see if you can get your key ability score up to 18. So,
Sure.
this is perfect. It's going to work well for you. So, you now get a free boost, Strength, Con, Int, Wiz, or Cha.
Or Cha.
Cha.
Well, let's see. It looks like in my character sheet, I already had a plus 18 or an 18 Dex. So
Is that on your Path Builder?
Yep.
Yeah. So what was your other background one?
I do have Dex and Strength both on there for background, actually.
Okay, great. You're going to be a strong gunslinger.
I don't think we have very many strong characters, so that might be good.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. So do
we having people that can haul crap around is going to be good too.
I'm not carrying the bag of holding this time.
Oh yeah.
You say that now.
It looks like I have plus 3 Strength, plus 4 Dex. So is it an extra?
Yeah, hit the boost button on Strength.
Yeah, so if you hit the boost button on Strength, and then you'll see you have a plus 3 on Strength, that means that you boosted here too on your 4 free boosts. So you can click on Boost for Strength and Boost for Dex, and then you have 2 more boosts to throw on there.
Still 2 more. Okay.
Oh yeah. You bet. Con's always a good choice.
Okay.
Gets you more hit points, boosts your fortitude saves. You also have a flaw in wisdom, so you might want to take that and bump it up from an 8 to a 10, or you might want to lean more into your charisma, because we have the most charismatic party on Earth.
Ow.
What you feeling?
Ooh, yeah, let's see. Let's do maybe I will do a wisdom and a charisma, I guess.
A wisdom and a charisma.
So much charisma in this party.
So much charisma. All right, and you can hit complete when you're done.
All right.
And then let's shift over to the feats tab with the medal, and let's figure out your ancestry feat and class feat.
Okay. Looks like I have land on your feet for ancestry feat.
That's an ancestry feature. That's something that you automatically get as a catfolk. So when you fall, you only take half the normal damage and don't land prone. That's literally if you are falling from a high ledge or something.
Okay, ancestry feat, because I'm really going with the cat thing here. I have catnap.
Catnap?
Okay. What's that do?
Yes. Can you describe catnap for everybody, please?
Yes, let me bring that up. It is, you can briefly sleep to regain your energy quickly. Once per hour, by sleeping for 10 minutes, you can gain temporary hit points equal to your level that last for 10 minutes.
You go to sleep and you get 10 hit points. That's pretty nice.
That's nice.
So he'll go to sleep and then he'll be like, guys, I got 2 extra hit points for 10 minutes. Let's find
go.
something to fight.
Let's
Let's
fight.
go. Wait, I hear something on the other wall. Hang on.
But he can do this while other people are refocusing.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. Yeah.
Great. And then class feat. So you get a first level gunslinger feat. Have you chosen one?
Yes, I have dual weapon reload.
Dual weapon reload. Extremely useful if you are carrying dual weapons. It lets you reload while you're holding 2 weapons. Fantastic for someone who needs to reload a lot.
That is really awesome, yeah.
Let's see. Some of the other things that you get that we haven't talked about as your Way of the Pistolero gunslinger. Something called 10 Paces. When you roll initiative, you gain a +2 circumstance bonus to your initiative roll, so it doesn't interact with the status bonus from improved or incredible initiative if you choose to take that. And you get to draw your one-handed firearm. You just do that as a free action. As your first action on your first turn, you can step up to 10 feet as a free action. It's a lot of good free action stuff that you get to do right away. And then when you reload, this is why you wanted to take charisma stuff. Every time you take an action to reload, you can attempt a deception check to create a diversion or an intimidation check to demoralize. Just as free while you reload. That's great.
Cool.
Yeah. But it doesn't interact with dual weapon reload, so you're going to have to choose. Okay. Now, let's go to your skills tab.
Proficiencies tab.
Proficiencies tab. I don't know why. Proficiencies, skills. I don't know why they call
Because your weapon and armor proficiencies are also in there.
Gotcha. Thank you, Moorbird. You're thinking better than I am. So currently you have intimidation trained, and then you, because of your background, you have a lore of some form of terrain, which we will talk about later, so that we figure that out before we're 3/4 of the way through the AP, and then you're like, I feel like I should have a lore on this. I will, in fact, add the terrain here. Then you get to choose, I believe, 4 more skills. Yes, 4 more skills.
Okay. Trying to see if I had selected these in Path Builder or not.
In
probably
Path
not.
Builder, it'll be listed as 3 under skill training and 1 under background.
I don't think I did.
Okay,
But
that's all right. We can select them right now. 4. You got 4 to work with.
you actually
You can
add
lean
them in
into-
Path Builder.
You did?
No. Oh, here we go. No? I'm trying to figure out how you actually add them in Path Builder.
The website or the...
Yeah.
Okay, on the website, you'll see... I need to pull one up here. On the left-hand side, there will be the set abilities, background, and skill training gears up at the top underneath level 1.
Mm-hmm.
Background and skill training are the ones that we're looking for.
Skill training, gotcha. Okay, well, so, I am thinking acrobatics and athletics.
Okay, both super useful.
And then here.
Where it says untrained, click on it.
Oh, he's got it.
And then I think survival.
Survival, okay.
And
one more.
Let's go with I feel like it's going to be between deception and performance, maybe. Or even thievery, the bandit thing.
I think you have a feature that allows you to make a deception check when you reload. So it may be useful to train deception.
Okay, sure. That makes sense.
So he chose intimidation as his wave of the pistolero skill, so he gets to choose. It's only the intimidation checks to demoralize that's part of the reload.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I'm gonna double check on that, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Yeah, I thought he could choose in the moment.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem like it's letting me pick more than because of that terrain being selected. Maybe that's why it's not letting me.
No, you get to you should just be able to grab it and drop down.
Okay, path builder is being.
Oh, don't worry about path builder.
Okay,
path builder is 3 for skill training, and then when you're done with those 3, you'll go to the background one and click on that one, and then fill that one out.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Yeah. So I'm sorry. What were you saying? Were you confirming or about deception, or were you?
I'm confirming that right now.
Okay. Definitely going with survival. Oh, that was already selected. Okay. And there's a coin.
Is it Raconteur's Reload? Do you have that? Yeah, so interact to reload, and then attempt a deception check or an intimidation check.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to force you one way or the other. So you can totally train in deception if you'd like.
All right, let's go with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely read that one as saying every time you use the skill, you can choose.
Yep. I'm with both of you guys. I just wanted to double check before, making a terrible error. Okay, and that ought to be everything on your end. Now it's just time for gear. Cool. Patrick, I think you're up next.
Okay.
With Kelvin. Quelvin?
Kelvin.
Kelvin.
All right.
My name is Innovation Hobbs.
Yes.
See what he did there. I get it.
Okay, ability boosts.
All right. Let's see. I don't know if I did this right.
Okay, let's
Um,
find out together.
yeah. So I think for my ancestry boost,
Huh?
I selected strength, I think. Or
Okay, it looks like you
no.
clicked on charisma.
Okay. Oh, I see what he did wrong. Okay, so it should be strength, constitution, and wisdom. Nope. There we go. That's strength.
Okay,
All right. Background boost.
I'm gonna interrupt you right now. Okay,
Uh-huh.
same thing like I said earlier. Whatever your key ability score is, you probably want that sucker to be an 18. Your bread and butter is going to be that overdrive class feature that you have as an inventor. You get extra damage when you go into overdrive. That feeds extra damage from your intelligence. On a success on a crafting check, that's half of your intelligence modifier. On a critical success, it's your full intelligence modifier. Essentially, it's a barbarian with intelligence as your rage.
And remember that having rounds down in Pathfinder. So if you have 4 intelligence and you have it, that's 2 extra damage. If you have 3 intelligence and you have it,
That's 2 extra damage.
That's 1 extra damage.
Or one, yeah.
1. So that's like, oh no, that's not great.
Might as well just have 14 at that point.
Kind of true.
So strength is good because that adds extra damage to your weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Having intelligence and strength is going to be really good because it adds both of those as damage for you.
Gotcha.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is make your intelligence an 18 and then your strength maybe a 16. Or if not a 16, a 14. You can do a 16 by taking some flaws.
What flaw do dwarves start off with?
Charisma. He's going to be the one not charismatic character in the party.
Okay.
Because dwarves are short and surly.
Who are you calling short? Shirley?
So,
I don't know how the flaws work.
Okay, so there's a voluntary flaw system.
Uh-huh.
You can take 2 flaws to gain 1 boost.
There's a checkbox.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's got it. He's trying to think about what he wants to do. If he wants to do a 16 strength or a 14 strength.
Honestly,
select
charisma.
Yeah, you could really just dump charisma out and flaw it even further. No, you can't. You can't.
I can't.
Double
Oh
flaw.
No.
Just the most surly.
I might maybe take a dexterity flaw.
Okay.
Sure.
If you're strong, I mean, you are trained in, I think, medium armor, so you can wear some good, decent armor there, and that'll, boost you up instead. Though a dex of 8 isn't maybe the best.
That's gonna hurt no matter what armor unless you're wearing heavy, but I don't think you can.
Yeah.
No. Or do I... Oh. Okay, so I could take a double flaw for wisdom.
Really?
And then get the boost.
Yeah, you could. Yes, because
right,
you're
'cause you
boosted
can't
on
keep-
wisdom, you can flaw it once to be 10, and then flaw it again.
Right,
So
you
now
guess
you
can't
can-
go below. Okay.
So your
And
wisdom-
intelligence, I want to get up to 18, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's gonna be where your happy place lies at,
All right.
because that is if I'm doing my math correctly, if you critical overdrive, that's an extra 7 damage per strike. On top of, I believe, the weapon you were looking at has a D8.
Yes.
Very
That's
good at
pretty-
them.
That's pretty good at level 1.
Just a little.
Just a little.
Okay. Let me get these. Intelligence and strength. Class boost is an intelligence boost. And then I am boosting strength, constitution. Check charisma and dex.
You could dump Wiz and go into Dex for that first level boost. That way you
You're
get a
right.
little flexibility with your armor.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, just be a surly, unwise, unintelligent, cranky
Well,
inventor.
intelligent.
Well,
Smart,
intelligent,
but
yes,
not
super
wise.
intelligent.
Yeah. That's actually a really neat character, man.
It really does start to paint a picture, right? Like just a
Uh-huh.
grumpy, solitary tinkerer. I mean, makes sense to me.
It actually fits really perfectly with your background, Patrick.
Which background are you using?
Stop
Patrick?
doxing me.
I'm not. we're not going to talk about his background right
Oh,
now.
fair.
Okay, so I think we got that all settled. So let's go over to the feats tab.
Oh, damn it. Wait.
The little
Al.
medal.
I'll just let Pathfinder or Path Builder be a little bit off. Okay. So for feats, I get an ancestry feature, and I chose Clan Dagger.
Instead of the
Oh,
pistol. Okay, all right,
Yeah.
cool.
interesting.
Dwarves get to choose between a clan dagger or a clan pistol at creation. They always get one. The pistol is a new addition since the Guns and Gears book came out, which is really a neat choice.
I think the Clan Dagger is going to be more for decoration. It'll be hewn from stone. 'Cause I'm a
Most,
rock
I
dwarf.
think, though, of them are kind of just like, a symbol of your clan more than a stabbing implement.
Fair enough. Okay.
I'm saying you're right in line with lore.
Yay.
So ancestry feats and class feats.
There. Okay. Class feats. Where do I see that in?
Foundry.
Oh, I don't have them selected yet.
Yeah, they're empty. So
Yeah.
what's your ancestry feat gonna be? Oh, I see. The clan pistol is an actual feat that you have to take at first level.
Oh, to upgrade to it.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. A dagger has less versatility than a pistol for many classes.
Yeah.
Adaptive vision sounds kind of fun. Get a +1 circumstance to saving throws against visual effects.
Ooh.
I would allow that one. That totally works within where we're at here. That's an uncommon one, so I have the right of first refusal.
Or Rock Runner does sound good too. Your innate connection to stone makes you adept at moving across uneven surfaces. You can ignore difficult terrain caused by rubble and uneven ground made of stone and earth.
That's actually probably pretty good for someone who only has a 20-foot speed.
Which
That is
is
true.
me.
Yep.
That is a good point. Dwarves are slow.
Stop doxing me. Yeah, I think maybe I'll go with Rock Runner.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. So drag that over, and then what's your class feat gonna be? The inventor has some great class feats at 1.
Oh.
Some stupid ones that are awesome.
All right, class feat is gonna be
There's built-in tools where you get to throw tools into your weapon.
or
Lead-
healer's
you get to fold
tools.
yourself into a direction. I'm sorry, I talked over you. Did you figure it
Oh,
out?
just saying that the built-in tools also you can put in healer's tools,
Yes.
but
2 sets of tools you own.
prototype companion does sound fun.
You guys have so many people and things in your party.
I know.
And one of you is going to be a familiar master.
Yep. Hi.
I could
What?
name my prototype companion Hobbs.
Why do you hate me as a GM?
Hey, are you glad I didn't take the hunter now? The hunter with a pet and a familiar?
Yes. I was glad in the first place.
Oh.
Did you just
No.
see Tamper? Because that's neat.
What?
Variable core is also good.
What did you say?
Oh, did you see Tamper? Is that what
Yeah.
the is? Mhm.
Yeah, I think I might go with that one.
Yeah, so if you have a free hand, which might go against what you were thinking with your possible dual weapon thinking,
Well, I don't have to pull both weapons out at once.
that's
Or I
true.
could drop one.
Yeah. You do a crafting check against the enemy's reflex DC, and you can target either a weapon or their armor, giving a penalty to them in various forms.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, that's a neat one.
Okay. Hooray. I've got those.
Hoorah. Okay. Then, the last thing that we need to do, you have 8 skills. 8 skills to choose. Currently, you should have... Actually, it's 8 more on top of what you already have, which should be crafting, arcana, and looks like that's it, actually. Crafting and arcana. You don't have
So I
a
have
lore. Right.
2 skills yet to choose.
No, you have... Okay, go ahead and hit your... go from untrained to trained in your crafting, because for some reason that didn't take when it should have. Okay, now I see you added stealth already. You get 7 more. Seven more skills.
Damn.
Yep.
And I can't double up on like crafting, right?
No, you cannot double up. No, you're going from untrained to trained.
Ah, boogers.
Now,
You get 7 lore skills.
you can lean on lore skills. You could be, especially because lore skills are int based, and you're an int based class. Also, you have a +4 to society and occultism. That'll help with recall knowledges. You have a +3 to athletics. You could go from untrained to trained in that, and you can be you can do grabby stuff like everyone else wants to do grabby stuff. Whatever you want to do, bud.
I feel like I should boost athletics
Okay.
because that would tie into Rock Runner.
Oh yeah. All right, I can see that.
Pop that up to trained.
Sure.
Okay.
Now 6 more.
No, that should be well. I'll also bump up acrobatics.
Okay. Always a good choice.
How many healers do we have?
Me.
Not enough, maybe, but you also are like super negative on wisdom, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that.
Yeah.
You have a
would.
-1 currently in medicine.
I would refuse healing from you.
So your heart's in your foot?
Do catnaps count?
I'm going to help you. Stab, stab, stab.
I like training in the ones with the biggest bonuses to just make those bonuses even bigger.
Yeah, I like to do that too myself.
I think I might train in thievery.
Okay. We have 2 beavers.
And society.
Okay.
How many total are there?
You have 3 left.
Okay. I'll do deception.
You have a -1 in charisma.
Are you sure you really want to deceive with that?
Well, he's got a -1 in like 6 skills. He's got to pick some of the -1.
Well,
Oh,
this is
yeah.
not
Not
lore. I was
lore.
bringing
I
up
mean,
the lore stuff before.
there are, and Smarty Pants knowing a lot of lore stuff. makes a lot of
As a
sense.
person who plays an inventor in another in Davi's campaign, I have, I think, currently 5 lores trained. Is that right, Davi? Does that sound right to you?
Yeah, there's a billion. I don't pay too much attention to your lores as you destroying all my monsters with your stupid robot.
Yay, robot.
Yeah, that robot's not fair. I do like the thought of going with a very lore-heavy character. Again, I think it like plays into the surly sitting in a room alone tinkering and reading things kind of a background.
Just angrily learning things. I'm going to learn you so good.
Okay, I have no idea how to put lore skills in.
All you got to do is click on where it says new lore and then type in whatever you're loring in. I used a lot of geographical stuff, so the city of Alkenstar. You could do the what would also be good would be the Mana Wastes in this area, or the Spellscarred Desert. It's all places that you're around, that you live in.
It could be
Or-
things like crafting lore and tinkering lore or something, inventory.
Yeah, that's kind of covered by the crafting skill already. You could do clockwork lore, maybe something like that, or if there's a specific, yeah, because you probably
There's the city. There's lore about the city. There's lore about the city's god.
Oh, Bry
Yeah.
would be a good lore to have. Depending on, if you're worshiping Bry or not. That's something we haven't brought up yet, is deities. That might be something you guys wanted to think about in the next couple of weeks before we come back.
So the remaining core skills that I haven't used yet, I can use towards lore skills.
Yep.
Okay.
So you
And then
have,
after you create them, train them.
yeah, which I just did on his
Okay.
behalf. And then you have
One more?
one more, yeah.
Okay. I might do Alkenstar.
Also, I'm not just like throwing out BS stuff. You're going to deal with the Spellscar Desert at some point.
I figure I'll choose Alkenstar and Spellscar
Yeah,
for like scavenging materials that I need for tinkering.
that's a good idea. Okay. Cool. Then I think we have everything in your character aside from, again, gear. And gear is going to be more interesting with you because of your weapon innovation. So we'll come back to you later on that. Let's hit up, I think Davi's next, right?
Yes.
All right.
So, oh boy, Iria? How are you spelling this actually, or how are you saying it?
Iria.
Iria. Okay.
So, get Iria. And what we're going for is for Ancestry boosts, we're going to go with Charisma and Dexterity. Again, being somewhat charming, she is. Background boost, we're going Dex Strength. Class boost, Dex. Then, for just my standard boost, going Strength, Con, Dex, and Cha.
Beautiful.
Cha.
Okay. Cha. Again, lots of charisma.
She is a braggart, so that charisma is going to help with intimidation. As I mentioned before, Heritage is she is a wisp fetchling, so that means that she is actually a size small. She's very, very little and short and very slight figure. For Ancestry feat, we did fetchling lore, just because I want all them skills.
Okay.
Class feat, we went. I'm sorry, I'm going off of the Path Builder app, which has it right there. So
No, I love this.
class feat is You're Next, so she can intimidate somebody, and then or she can down a foe and then intimidate the next one, or to demoralize it.
Okay.
Super cool. Because she's a fetchling, she's dark vision. She's a confident finisher, or she has a confident finisher, which means that you can spend
Cash in that panache.
panache cash.
So with being a braggart and having your next, that sets you up to just like confident finisher, kill something, and then automatically you're next the next one, and then get your panache back and just repeat. That is a devastating combination.
Uh-huh. It's all about finding the symbiosis and where you can get it. And I think this is really great work here, Davi. you are going to be very strong. Okay, so what about skills?
Skills, I think I counted. I had, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them.
Let's see. Ahead of time, you have acrobatics, crafting, intimidation, lore engineering, and lore shadow plane, all as skills. Then you have 4, 5, 6, 7 more skills to work with. So let's double check as we go around here. So what did you train up?
So I trained up just for other skills. I went trained in athletics, deception, and intimidation, arcana, occultism, and stealth.
Okay. So you already have intimidation trained. So,
Oh, I have another one then.
let me
Is
double.
maybe society or crafting? Is that one of the other ones?
Oh, I do have society. Yes, I do have society, and crafting is a natural one. So I actually get another one because I just missed. I screwed it up here in my path builder.
Yeah, you should have one more, I believe.
Yes, because I somehow selected intimidation twice. Oh, so much stuff.
It's because you selected your skill training before you selected your swashbuckler style.
That is the truth.
Yep, that's what happened. Okay, so what's your last skill going to be trained in?
Survival.
Survival. A lot of you taking survival.
Maybe I'll change that. Let me.
No,
I'll
no,
play around.
I'm not
I
dissing
feel
it.
like,
It's a good thing.
yeah, I feel like being outlaws on the run, like survival is gonna be helpful.
Okay, cool. And now you're off to Gearland, like everyone else, aside from UV. How's Astronola looking?
I think she's doing good.
Okay.
Where would you like me to start?
Let's start with. Hey, I need to put a space in your name. But I'll do that later. Let's look at your ability boosts. What
Sure.
you got?
0 strength, 2 dex, 1 con. Well, bonuses. Total 10 strength, 14 dexterity, 12 constitution, 14 intelligence, 10 wisdom, 18 charisma.
Okay. I'm just figuring out how we split that up here. I got it.
I can bring that up if you'd like to look. I don't know if you can see
Yeah, I
that.
can see it because I got GM privilege.
Ah, yes,
Yo.
yes. Excellent.
All right. Then let's talk about your feats.
Oh, quick before I forget. Given my bloodline, would you be willing to give me Draconic for free as a language?
We'll talk about it.
Okay, that's fine. Feats. Here we are. Going through it, I've got the Draconic Bloodline. I chose Sky Dragon for that.
Okay.
Bloodline spells, sorcerer spellcasting, sorcerer repertoire. I chose Natural Ambition for my ancestry feat and took the familiar feat with that. My skill feat from my background is alchemical crafting.
Sorry, background inexplicably expelled. There we go. I was still looking for that. I didn't get that one yet.
Gotcha. And I don't know how. I have not been able to figure out how to enter this in here. My heritage was versatile heritage, and the feat I took from that was intimidating glare.
Did you, when you brought the versatile heritage over, did it come up with a list of feats to take from?
It did. I did not take it at the time, and I cannot see how to edit it.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay. Oh, I know how to edit it. Give me 1 second. What's the feat that you want with that one?
Intimidating glare.
Always a classic.
And for people who don't know, that lets me do intimidate on a creature whose language I do not speak, as long as they can see me.
Super handy.
Yep. Why, hello. Sorry, I'm being joined by my own catfolk. You want in? Come on. Come on. There you go.
Okay, 1 second. I almost got it.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, should be in there now.
Cool.
Okay, and then I think we got everything covered there. What does the Sky Bloodline give you?
Oh, So Sky is at first level nothing. It's just you have to choose a type of dragon, really.
Sure.
Sky dragons, just to go into sky dragons live above the clouds. They maintain a strong religious tradition, a unique practice among imperial dragons that set them apart from as much as their wings do. Desperate souls risk steep cliffs and loose snow to seek these dragons' counsel, and most sky dragons gladly help those who make the journey, but they expel any express hostilities or badger without hesitation. The sky dragon's wings aren't true wings, but long fins fused with their forearms. Their scales also form only very slowly. They are an Asian-style dragon. The long snaker.
Oh, okay.
Sky blue, white. They do electricity damage.
Electricity.
Yep.
So either you'll do electricity damage or might reflect some electricity.
Depending on things I take, yeah.
Yeah.
I am lawful good because
Cool.
that is the alignment that sky dragons are, and that seems appropriate. Is lawful good bad for the campaign?
We can figure something out.
If it's bad for, I mean, I'm
No,
willing to
no.
I can do like neutral good, you know.
We can totally figure this out.
Okay.
But lawful might be trouble with a
No
lawful
problem.
good.
I'll push that to neutral good, no problem.
Just with where we're gonna
Yeah.
go in this campaign.
No problem. Oh, and the last thing it's not unique to sky dragons, but it's less common. Their breath attack is a burst.
Oh, cool.
So it's not a cone, it's not a line, they like kind of
rile it up.
Yeah.
All down a lightning bolt kind of thing.
Yeah. And then it's like a 10-foot burst area for lightning in this case, obviously. So
very cool.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go over to skills. Currently you should have before adding anything extra, Arcana, Crafting, Intimidation, Lore Academia are all trained.
Yep.
You have 4 other skills to work with.
Yes. I chose Diplomacy.
Okay.
Medicine.
Okay.
Acrobatics.
Okay.
And Elkinstar lore.
All right.
Also I don't see a familiar tab.
Because you'll get your own separate familiar sheet.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't separate on Ivy's. That's why I was looking for it here.
It should have. Yeah, it was.
It was like under crafting, proficiencies, feats type of thing.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah. While you're looking at that, the 2 then, I mean, obviously I can change it every day. What 2 bonuses? What do you call it for familiars? Abilities that you get. My planned initial ones are spell delivery, so I can put a touch spell into my familiar and have one of you guys get the heal from it, which is probably going to be most of the time. And the other one I was planning on taking Ambassador. Your familiar knows how to act cute or focused on cue, helping you make a good impression. Despite being a minion, your familiar gains 1 reaction at the start of its turn, which can only use to aid you on diplomacy checks to make an impression. So,
it's definitely a separate character sheet.
Is it now? Okay.
No, it was before.
Was it? Okay. Anyways.
But now you are the owner of that character sheet.
Ah.
Okay.
Excellent. Thank you.
Cool. And now that should be everything, and it's gear time. Okay. Should we take a little 5-minute break, everybody? Are we feeling a little rough right now, or are we all good to keep going and power through the gear section here?
I have to add spells.
I vote for a 5.
Let's do a 5.
Cool.
So we'll be back in 5-ish minutes. Let's call it 10:05. We'll be back.
Got it.
Shave, if we turn off our cameras, does that screw up your layout?
No, I'm gonna have a be right back screen. So
Perfect.
Cool.
I would lean on having some rations.
Sure.
Okay. Just putting that out there.
Okay.
Oh, we're back. Hi. Hello. So, we're gonna get some gear going. We are back around in the circle over to Moorbird.
Sure. So for weaponry, I picked up a coat pistol and a dagger. Coat pistol being one of the few simple firearms. And it's concealable, which is a perk. Got some ordinary clothing and a firearm cleaning kit just in case. And I guess the last thing I'll probably pick up will be like an adventuring back traveler's pack or whatever it is.
They are useful.
Well, if I don't use my chalk, you're in trouble. What is it called?
Adventurers pack.
Yeah.
Did you get explorer's clothing?
I got ordinary clothing. You think I should swap that out for explorers? Does it matter?
I don't think ordinary clothing has any help to your dex or to your AC. Let me just check here. No, it doesn't really look like it matters.
He's just wearing like jeans
Yeah,
and a hoodie.
Ed Hardy
Sweatpants.
t-shirt.
exactly.
Okay, so here's explorer's clothing. It's 1 silver piece, right?
Yeah.
It says adventurers who don't wear armor travel in durable clothing. Though it's not armor and uses your unarmored defense proficiency, it still has a dex cap and can grant an item bonus to AC if etched with potency runes. That's where the difference is going to lie.
Okay, so if I want to put runes on my clothing, then it needs to be explorers.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll swap out the ordinary for explorers then.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, and then psychics don't wear armor, so that's about it.
Yep. Well, that's really easy. I mean, most of your stuff is going to be just slamming people with cantrips a lot.
Yeah.
Did you select your spells, by the way? I'm assuming you did.
I did, yes. You want to
Okay.
hear about them?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so from my class, I get the dancing lights, shield, and imaginary weapon for free.
Sure.
And then dancing light and shield have some modifiers that I didn't see how to incorporate into Foundry.
Yeah, I'll figure that out at some point.
Sure. Then I picked the following cantrips: Phase Bolt, Ghost Sound, and Haunting Hymn. Kind of like deception-y, psychic-y stuff.
Okay.
And then I picked Phantom Pain as my first level spell. Color Spray is given to me from my class selections. And innate cantrip, I got Daze.
Oh, okay. And that just you automatically get days, correct?
Yep. Yep,
Great.
that's from my ancestry feat.
Awesome. Cool. That man, you are all settled.
Wait,
Thank
was
you,
it
Moorbird.
Worm?
You are on
Welcome.
top of your game. Cool. All right, now I think that's everything, right? You feel good?
Yeah, I'm all set.
Then
Oh.
Inari is essentially all set. Let me actually I'm gonna set up your familiar real quick so that you can do that.
Bloodline.
And
Got it.
I'm going to make it so that you are the owner.
Hmm.
And
Yep.
there you go. Okay, great. After you, we're on to Adriel Swordborn.
All right. So, for a weapon, Adriel is going to go with the Bastard Sword. That is why I went with the Warrior Muse to get that martial training and be able to use that martial weapon. Does a D12 of damage if casting it or if using it two-handed. Does a D8, which is still pretty good if using it one-handed, which frees me up to do wrestling maneuvers as well as like advanced spell casting as needed. Although, as Fogelhut and I recently found out, you technically don't actually need a free hand. You just need to be able to gesture freely. So
You can do this.
you
if
can
you
do
feel
that,
like
and that
it.
counts. I learned that on the How It's Played YouTube channel. So, but anyway, Bastard Sword, that's the only weapon I'm going with right now. Going with Breastplate for armor. That maxes me out with that nice 18 AC, leaning on the strength rather than dex. And then I rounded out gear with the Simple Adventures pack. And that's it for gear. But I do have spells as well.
Well, you want to talk about them?
Let's go with spells. All right, so for my cantrips, telekinetic projectile, because I play a wizard and Davi's campaign, and I use it all the time and love it. And that's really my only attack cantrip. Everything else is sort of role-playing or buffing based. So I'm going with Read the Air for social situations, Guidance, Bullhorn, because as Fogelhut and Davy know, I love Bullhorn as well.
Oh,
And then
Bard, it makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm a bard, right? And then Shield for extra defense. I
Classic.
figured being frontline, I might start taking some heat. So, and then for spells, as a warrior muse, I'm granted fear, which is always a good one. So I have fear. I went with Concordant Choir, which does an area of effect burst damage on the occults list. So I figured that is good for finding those juicy ranged grouped targets. And then I was going to go with True Strike to, really lean into the upfront, but I feel like our party needs some soothe.
Thank you for taking Soothe.
So I'm going to go with soothe. It is a very good mid-combat heal, which we will need. So that's what I'm doing.
Awesome.
nice.
Okay. Then we circle around to, I believe, Ruxel.
Yep. For my gear, I have rapier. A
Classic
coat,
rogue.
and a coat pistol for my weapon.
All right. 2 coat pistols going on.
Then for my armor, I just have regular basic leather armor, which gives me 1 plus to my AC, which makes it 18 now. Then I have thieves tool, firearm cleaning kit, and a backpack, adventurous backpack with rations, rope, and all the goodies inside there.
All the good stuff. Any extra lock picks?
I should probably get those. No, I don't have any extra lockpicks.
I only bring this up because they can break on a critical fail.
Gotcha. Oh. So yes, I'll get some lockpicks.
Yeah, it'll be under replacement picks. I think it's 3. Yeah, it's 3 silver pieces for another set of picks.
Okay. Then the only other question I had was, how are we doing ammo for firearms?
You gotta buy ammo.
Okay.
Let's see. Coat pistol. That's actually
1 silver for 10.
Is that how it works with them? So yeah. You might
In
want to
the
load up.
inventory, there should be rounds coat pistol somewhere.
Would that be under consumables then?
Yeah, I think that's where it's at.
Yes, it is in consumable.
All right.
While you're looking at that, I screwed up, John.
Okay,
I am Worm Blessed, not Draconic.
thank you. I thought something was
Yeah.
weird about Draconic.
Ah,
So I am Divine Spellcasting instead of Arcane, which means I have training in Religion instead of Arcana.
Okay.
But
You're the
pretty much
different-
everything else is the same.
the different kind of dragon sorcerer.
Yep, the one that can heal.
Okay. I'll figure out the specifics on how much money is left. I have you at 5 silver left there for Ruxel.
After buying the rounds and lockpicks.
That's without the rounds and lockpicks.
All right. You have me at how much?
5 silver pieces left.
All right.
It should still be good, right? It was 1 silver for 10 rounds and 3 silver for spare picks.
But
So-
could also be like, nah, I don't want the picks. I'll just load up on rounds. You can do whatever you want.
You said how many 5 pieces of silver left? Is that what you said?
Yes, 5 silver left.
Yeah, and I'll just do that. Get some rounds and some hits. And I'll be done.
Okay, great. All right, then we cycle over to Shave.
Oh boy.
Jacksonius.
Every time it's my turn, I just start with oh boy.
He's terrified every single time.
Well, in this case especially. Yeah, because I don't have this part figured out at all, really. What kind of pistol?
Do you want us to come back to you?
Oh, I probably need your help anyway.
Great.
So,
So, Jacksonius, you said you want 2 pistols, right?
if that's possible, that'd be awesome. I did see there's like,
I did some looking in this. I mean, pull up the inventory for sure, but it's tough. If you want dual wielding,
yeah.
a lot of the firearms are on the pricier side of weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you're going to be able to do it right away.
It is something that you can like aspire towards.
Yeah.
Power pistol's pretty cheap.
Yeah, like you might do a like dueling pistol and a coat pistol for now, and then buy a second dueling pistol later. But let's check inventory and prices.
A dueling pistol and a coat pistol would not be feasible due to pricing. You could do 2 coat pistols for the price of 1 dueling pistol. You could. Now this is an idea because the gunslinger works with this. You could do a coat pistol and a crossbow,
Mm-hmm.
and have a crossbow in one hand.
You can do 2 crossbows.
You could do 2 crossbows.
Oh man.
I'm not a demon hunter though. I don't know.
There is an air repeater which has a reload of 0. Just can reload it.
It's kind of like a 6-round cartridge.
Yeah, it's got a cartridge, which is kind of useful for that sort of
You
situation.
shoot it 6 times and then spend 3 actions reloading it.
That's the hard part.
Well, and then so what is it? I saw these cane pistols in here too. That those literally look like canes or something, or
I believe so. Yes.
it's even dagger pistols. I mean, I just let's see. So what the cheapest of the cheapest options? Let's probably start there.
Let's get the firearms specifically, okay?
Yeah. Actually, what do I need to bring up in the inventory to look at this.
Hit any of the magnifying glasses,
Oh,
Mhm.
right.
and then there's an inventory types on the left.
And you can go to weapon filters
Sure.
and click on firearm.
Filters. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Your cheapest guns all look like they're about 5 gold pieces.
And how much are we starting with?
15.
15.
Okay.
The hand cannon is like a shotgun. You jam a whole bunch of whatever into its barrel, and then it goes kablooey. Let's see. Then there's the fire lance, which,
Is literally a lance.
yep, it's a metal tube with a sharpened head of a javelin. It can be used as a normal spear, but you shoot. You can shoot it out too. But then, yeah, your other cheap ones are going to be
The
the air repeater is the other cheap one.
so the clan pistol also. What is
Yeah, but you're not a dwarf, so you don't get access to a clan pistol.
Oh. Okay.
You could change your race to dwarf and take the clan pistol at Ancestry to get a free clan pistol.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That's true.
Got a whole cat thing going
True.
here.
Wow, man, we could make it so that you do have a clan pistol, but you like picked it up off someone that you shot to death.
No, it's fine. So yeah, I mean, I'm fine with going with the cheapest route here, which would be like, I mean, I'm frankly, I'd be fine with 2 air repeaters or
You could also just do 1 for now, like I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
Drum suggested earlier. Do 1 and have it aspirational for when you have more money, you buy a second one.
Which will
Yeah.
probably be pretty quickly, quite frankly.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm fine with that.
You might also end up picking up a gun off of someone's dead body after you shoot them.
Right. So
The thought of 2 air repeaters is kind of hilarious. Just like 12 shots before reloading.
And then 2 turns to reload both of them.
Well, you have some spare ones on your belt.
So is the coat pistol kind
Oh
of the
god, you're pulling Reaper from Overwatch. Just
oh yeah. Is the
It's
coat
just the lobby
pistol-
scene from Matrix.
Yes. Is the coat
Get a
pistol kind of the one that maybe ideal right now, you think?
I would the coat pistol or the air repeater.
Yeah, I think those 2 are your best. You could do a double-barreled pistol for 7 gold pieces, but that puts you at 7 gold pieces.
Right, which is half my deal there.
Yeah,
So
you're probably gonna want to get armor. So
right, and generally speaking, like how much are we talking for some basic armor?
well, you're loaded up on dex, so
Like 1 or 2 gold pieces probably for
think it's-
leather.
3 for leather, isn't it?
That could be.
It's not
Leather
bad.
is 2, studded leather is 3.
There you go.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, going with 2 coat pistols. So reading through its stats, like it's concealable, which is cool.
Mhm.
It also has the fatal D8 trait, which means on a critical hit, you upgrade your dice and get to roll extra dice. So that's a pretty big advantage over something like the hand cannon. Like as a gunslinger, you're probably going to land some crits, and when you do, you really want them to be hard hitting.
Yeah, I mean, if I
fatal is
can-
really good for you.
If I can actually do 2 coat pistols and then Yes, that'd be 12, and so as long as I can get some armor, put that remaining 3. I mean,
Yeah, you'd get 2, and then you'd have 1 gold piece left. You couldn't get an adventuring pack or anything, and you'd probably want to buy ammunition.
oh crap. Yeah. Okay, so how much is the adventurers pack?
A gold,
One and a half.
1.5.
gold.
Okay, and right.
Well, I would say
Start with
for
1.
for right now, start with 1.
I'll start with 1.
Okay.
In which case, you could get a more expensive one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you could just be like, I like the idea of the coat pistol, and just go with that.
Kind of do. Although, well, so eventually, though, are there like straight up revolvers around here?
The air repeater is kind of that. I believe there's other ones that have magazines that I don't remember where they are off the top of my head.
Okay. Is the air repeater, since it's does it still need some form of ammunition of some kind?
Yeah, all guns need ammo.
It
Okay.
takes magazines.
Yeah, so you're going to load magazines and pop them into your air repeater.
Okay. All right. I think I am gonna go with the coat pistol.
Okay. We got a coat pistol. And
We
again,
got a
you
lot
can-
of coat pistols in this
Yeah.
party.
we are a bunch of coat pistol-y people.
I probably won't use mine much, but
That's the
It's
spirit.
just fun to have.
it's flavorful.
I'd like to think if you did, you'd do it Indiana Jones style and like blow through all your focus points, trying to amp cantrips that end up missing, and then just be like, I pull out my coat pistol, bang, fight's over. There we go.
Yeah, and the big thing with Gunslinger is that you're aiming for crits, because like Drum said, you want that fatal D8 to pop up as much as possible, because your 1d4 becomes a 1d8, and then you add another d8. You have a +9 to hit, which is the same amount as a fighter gets at first level, so you have the best chance of hitting of anyone.
Nice.
Now,
So-
that doesn't help you with your rolls, but
So what kind of armor am I capable of here?
you have lots of strength and lots of dex, so essentially whatever armor your heart desires.
Does Gunslinger have medium armor or just
Oh,
light?
that's a good question.
You could see on your proficiencies
You
tab.
do have medium armor.
Well,
So
there we
like
go.
mail or scale mail or something
You could do
would be at the high end.
hide if you want. Do breastplate.
Keep in mind that if you have high dex, really strength-based armor doesn't help you much, and it doesn't help you more than like dex-based armor
Yeah.
because of the way the AC bonus and dex cap stuff works. It just kind of negates it. So you could probably what is your strength is, or no, your dex is
+3.
+4, right?
Yeah, +4 to dex and +3 to strength.
So I think that means if you just go with the simple leather armor, you're maxing out on your AC.
Pretty much.
Oh, okay.
And it
And
gives you extra money for later.
That's considered leather is considered what type
Light
of
armor.
It's light armor.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
So once you get that on, that should bump you up to an 18 AC. says 17. I'm going to look at why that is. We'll figure that out later.
Definitely go ahead and do that adventurers pack then.
Okay. Rockin'.
What kind of
That'll be underneath, I think, containers or equipment. Oh, if you just clear the filters on the inside, you can grab the adventurers pack and pull it over.
nice. Sweet.
There you go.
Thanks.
And then that leaves you with 5 gold and 5 silver to work with.
Get some ammo.
Thank you. Consumable, is it? Did you say?
Yeah.
And then it's under rounds.
I was wondering why I wasn't finding it. Thank you, Zach.
Under rounds.
And then, yeah, you just drag over, or actually, so to make sure that you're doing it correctly, you are pressing buy item, aren't you?
Nope.
Okay, so
There's a problem.
let me throw in how much coins you actually have first.
Yeah.
There's 5 and 5. Add coins. Great. Okay, now we'll go ahead and buy your ammo. However much ammo you want.
Okay. More birds head rounds, which is how do I
Type rounds into the search with
Oh.
consumable selected, and you'll pop up a whole bunch of rounds, and coat pistol will be in parentheses after rounds.
Okay, so I want to make sure to actually hit buy this time. Is it one of the icons to the right? Is it the
Yeah,
coins?
the little coin looking one.
Okay,
Mhm.
cool. Select at least one token.
Oh. Okay. Let's not be silly about this game. Okay. Alright, the select at least one token thing is dumb. Go ahead and just drag it over.
Okay.
I'll fix it.
Okay. All right. Is that considered a container? Is that right?
It is. You put it into your backpack.
Should I go under?
There
Oh
you go.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
And now how many rounds do you want?
Oh, right. How many?
It's 1 silver piece for 10 rounds.
Oh wow. Okay. I feel like.
So you could get 550 at the most.
Yeah. Let's maybe start with. Is 100 too much to start with? I feel like.
No, I don't think so.
Let's do that. Have to do this manually. Can I edit the quantity?
You got to push the little plus sign 100 times.
Say, is that really the way to do it?
Okay, wait. Keep dragging the 10 rounds over, and that might do it.
Oh, okay.
It makes multiple entries.
Oh,
At least it did for me.
Well.
Oh, but you can drag them onto each other once they're in your backpack.
You can also hit the edit item button,
that's what I was wondering.
Oh, yeah.
and then
That'll
you can
do.
set the quantity there.
There is a quantity in here. Oh, yep, right there. Dope. Okay, cool. That worked. Great. Thank you.
Okay.
You can look at your total wealth to see if you did your math right.
My total
Maybe.
wealth.
Don't worry about it.
It's at 15.1. It's close enough.
Yeah. Did you update my
There.
coins?
Yep, your
Okay.
coins are all good.
Cool.
Okay, cool. Anything else you would like to purchase now? I think we're pretty much good,
I
right?
think I'll save for that next pistol then.
Yeah, good idea. All right. Then we're on to Cloven. You got some gear, bud?
Yeah. I am going to go with studded leather armor. Gonna buy that.
Okay.
And think I was going to go with 2 light hammers because they can be held with one hand. And I want to
You can throw them as well, right?
yes. And I want to do some weapon innovation on one of them.
Yeah, so one of them is free.
What?
One of them is free because it's your weapon that you worked on.
Oh. So I can just add 3 silver piece back.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Now, so studded leather is probably not going to be your best option.
Okay.
Well, you've got a +3 in strength and a +1 in dex, so you're going to want an armor that's more built for strength than dex.
What's Hyde looking at?
Hyde has a dex cap of 2 and an AC bonus of 3. And he's definitely strong enough for it. And it's only 2 gold pieces. A breastplate would be better, but it's 8 gold pieces.
They are expensive.
But you are built for a breastplate.
Could always get something for now, like the hide, and then save and sell it off or loot as soon as you find something a bit more appropriate.
You change shirt if you don't want to wear a dead animal.
Just so you know the difference, Patrick, studded leather would give you an AC of 16, a breastplate would give you an AC of 18. And the hide would give you 17.
I think I'll go with the hide.
Okay.
Then. All right. So. All right. I gotta take the studded leather armor out. Add back 3 gold. And go hide armor. Okay, there. I was considering getting a shield, but
You totally can. Hard to carry 2 light hammers and a shield, though.
well, yes. It'll be for times when I'm holding just one hammer.
Yeah.
Or if thrown one of them already.
Right. How much is the steel shield? 2 gold pieces. I might go with that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So remember, you have to spend an action to raise your shield in order to get the AC benefit.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, a bag of devouring type 1 is 0 gold pieces.
That's not true.
Pick up one of those.
Yeah, just
It
grab
just
it.
it says 0 GP,
It's not true.
Make that the first
but
item.
it's free.
It's not true.
It sure is. It says 0 GP right here.
The first mission, he gets a bag of devouring and loses all of his shit.
Yep. That's where we're going to head to if this keeps going that direction.
Hey guys, just throw everything in my bag. It can hold so much.
You have no idea how tempted I was to throw a bag of weasels at you guys last campaign.
It's so good.
That sounds fun.
Okay. We've got a steel shield. We've got 2 light hammers. You got a clan dagger because, you're a dwarf. You got hide armor. One
Probably
of your
need-
light hammers is going to be your weapon innovation.
Yeah. Probably need a backpack.
That'll help. So, an adventurer's pack.
Oh. Yeah, I could probably do that.
Oh, you could just get a backpack, but
All right. I got that.
okay.
Is there anything else I need?
You got weapons, armor, adventure pack.
Now,
Think you're good.
the one thing that I'm going to ask you about that I will need information on from you is what's your initial weapon modification going to be? If you don't know yet, I can come back to you.
I don't know yet.
Okay, I'll come back to you. And we can figure this out between this week and next week, too. Okay?
Or oh wait, no. Yeah, I still need to figure that out. Never mind.
Okay. All right. Then, anything else that you want gear-wise? You have 9.2 gold to work with.
Yeah. Are there any kind of like goggles?
There are, but they are expensive.
Damn.
You won't be able to afford it yet.
There's rubber mask.
I mean, he could probably just flavor some goggles, right?
Sure. You can flavor some goggles. We'll count that with your armor cost. But as far as helping you actually craft, that's going to be later.
Yeah.
Before you can get a crafter's eyepiece.
Yeah, I think that's probably all I need for right now.
Okay.
Effigy, what instrument or performance are you doing?
For my bard?
Yeah.
Oration.
Okay, cool.
So the limericks and
Yeah. Oh, right, you mentioned that. I remember. now.
just inspiring words, yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
Jackson points out in chat, I think this is in reference to goggles. For the price of a few beers, you can get beer goggles.
And you have beer. Like
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. As they say.
I think that's only a couple of coppers.
But yeah, I agree with your assessment, Fogelhut. Like, if you can have goggles, they just don't
Do anything.
I think most of the goggles that you find in inventory are like, oh, this gives you a +1 to like alchemist goggles, like to fire through cover or something like that. And like, if you just want goggles because it's cool, just do it.
Yep.
Just like some goggles to protect my eyes while welding.
My
Sweet shades.
when we get around to artwork, my artwork has goggles on it just because it looks steampunky and because it's fun. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll get everyone's portraits between this session and next session.
Yep.
Cool. Then if we're done with Cloven, then I believe we are on to. Are we on to area?
Area's ready to rock.
Rockin'. What you buying? What are you buying?
Right. So, area of course needs a rapier because stabby.
Swash. Yep.
Went with a hand crossbow just for a ranged weapon.
Okay.
For armor, went with leather armor, which I'm just going to kind of say is like her overcoat. It's reinforced with a leather. For equipment, some pretty basic stuff: rope, earplugs, a mirror, a climbing kit, which has 50-foot of rope, pulleys, pitons, a hammer, a grappling hook, and crampons. Cool things in there are a parrying scabbard. So basically, she can use the scabbard of her weapon in her left hand as like a shield, if she so chooses. It takes one action. When she draws her weapon, she can also, in that same action, grab the scabbard, if I'm not mistaken.
Cool.
And then you can spend one action to use it as a shield. But because she is badass, she also has a dueling cape, which you can do basically the same thing. She can wrap her cape around her arm and basically use it to get a +1 AC bonus.
Wow, that's weird, but cool. I like
That
that
is
a lot.
very cool. It really fits the character so well.
Now, interesting that you took these couple of neat things, and as a swashbuckler, you didn't take a buckler.
I did not take a buckler.
Buckler.
You definitely have plenty of swash, but not a lot of buckling.
No, not a lot of buckling. I
Yeah.
kind of wanted to keep her second hand open because any of these does the same exact thing as a buckler.
Rockin'. Okay,
Also-
well, that's great.
As somebody who used to actually fence, you'd keep your left hand free. I used to fence saber back in the day. And so I thought it would be like, oh, I'm going to make a character kind of like this. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to do other things instead of just having a standard shield. And then I found the cape and the scabbard. I'm like, these are cool.
He's gonna bring this up all the time. I used to be a fencer.
I'm not trying to tell you what to do. There's an item I found that might be interesting to you: the dueling cloak.
Oh, he has the dueling cloak.
Oh,
got
I
the
missed that.
dueling
And
I
the
missed that.
dueling
I'm
cape,
sorry.
yeah,
Cape.
and
That's it.
dueling cape
I'm sorry.
and the what is the scabbard actually called again?
The parrying scabbard.
Yeah, that
The
part.
parrying
You have a
scabbard.
Yeah,
cape,
I
have you
heard that, yeah.
considered a cloak?
What was that?
What was that, Morbid?
Oh, I said, I see you have a cape. Have you considered a cloak?
You might enjoy this cloak instead of that silly basic cape. Cool. What else? Anything else?
Got some bolts for the gun, a grappling bolt, so she can shoot that out of her thing. Then otherwise, a basic kit with a bedroll, chalk, flint and steel, rations, soap, which is very important, a torch, and water skin, along with the backpack. And if I calculated right, I should have about 3 gold left.
I have you at exactly 3 gold. Yep.
Rockin'.
I am going to copy. I have 1 gold, 5 silver left, so I'm going to use 5 silver on a climbing kit. Here I go.
Okay. Climbing kit. 2 climbing kits. We've run into points before where we have tried to climb and have failed miserably, so this is probably not a bad idea.
You don't think everyone needs one, do you? Or is it better
I
just to
do not think that.
Okay.
I think figure it out as we go along. Cool, that's area, and then that'll leave us with Astra.
Hello.
Hi. What would you like to buy?
Well, I believe I have mine set out. Let me go over it with y'all.
Sure.
Explorer's clothing, because I have no armor proficiency. Dueling cape, because why not? Healer's
Everyone
tools.
likes the dueling cape now.
Yeah, it's just great. Healer's tools, winter clothing.
Thank goodness someone has healer's tools.
Yeah. I think I might be the only one trained in medicine, so I figured that'd be useful. Alchemist tools, since I also have the alchemy thing from my background. The explorer's kit, and the sorcerer's kit, which includes the explorer kit thing within it, and that means it's like a dagger, a sling, bullets. And you have the standard stuff in there. That is total 11.42 gold. I didn't know what else to. Oh, right, I forgot to buy the what's the word? Material component. Material component pouch, but that's only 5 silver. So we have 15, right? I'm not sure what else to do with the other 3 gold. I could just hold it.
Yeah, you can just hang on.
Yeah.
If you'd like.
If anyone has any ideas, I'm happy to hear them.
You look like you got enough stuff.
Yeah, you're
What-
pretty loaded up.
What spells are you slinging?
Just
Sure.
about to bring that up next.
Yeah, let me jump over to that as soon as I figure out what tab that is. Here we are. So my bloodline gives me mage armor for a first level spell, and it gives me read aura as a cantrip. So I am taking heal and admonitioning ray for my 2 first level spells, and then I was planning on taking detect magic, which kind of overlaps with read aura, so I'm not sure. But detect magic, protect companion, which helps me with my familiar, not y'all. Sorry. Prestidigitation and daze.
Okay. Great. So, out of pure morbid curiosity, I would like to know what our highest medicine check is in the party.
Yeah,
It might
we're
be me, which is bad.
low on medicine. Like actual being
Um,
able to treat wounds here, like remove
Uh-huh.
wounded condition, is
Yep.
not great.
I think it may be me, and that's a bad thing. I have a +3.
Oof.
That's the highest? Or
That's what we're asking.
That's where we're at so far.
I have +4.
Oh, thank God. Can you afford a medicine kit?
He can borrow yours.
I'm happy to buy him another one.
Even +4 is okay, but man, like if we had a +7, in theory would be the max.
Oh, we'll just all we have to do is diplomacy away the disease. Multiple of us can do that.
We don't have any
Yeah.
wisdom-based
You're
classes
not really
here.
that hurt.
Yeah. Have you thought about infecting someone else?
Well, I can also. I need to double check, but I should be able to apply guidance before a medicine check, right?
I
Cast guidance on
believe
someone.
You can
so,
aid. Can't you aid with your +4?
I can, but I'm
but
sure I
it's
would have
a-
to.
It's a hard DC for someone who has a medicine check of 0.
So, I
I
mean,
mean, a +4 is as good as our best medicine check.
Yeah, but if he fails the aid, it hurts.
Oh, sadness.
If I crit fail the 8, it hurts.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true. I don't think it's any penalty
So-
for just a regular failure.
I mean, I could lower my constitution to 10 and increase my wisdom to 12.
I could. So psychics have a couple healing abilities that I could take instead of some other stuff.
I mean, I've got the heal spell. I think this was like the between round healing we were thinking about, right?
Yes,
Between
between,
combat, excuse me.
rounds, but
between
like,
combat, yeah.
yeah. Mhm, mhm, mhm. I'm just saying, when y'all start dying left and right, then someone's gonna have to make a healer. That's
Alright, I will lower. I'll change my con bonus to a wisdom bonus, which still only puts it to +4.
Can I just bring Tristan at his current level into this game?
no.
Damn it. He got some
Ooh.
cool stuff now.
Is there such a thing as a companion healer or something?
That's what I'm looking at.
There's a familiar ability that heals.
Yes,
I-
yourself.
Yeah, yourself.
Oh,
I think I mean, you could check. There might be a familiar ability that gives you a +1 on medicine checks. Maybe. I'm not
looking
sure.
I'm checking right now.
Okay. So, not great on healing. We'll just see what happens. You might just have to pay someone to heal you up at some point.
I do have the spell heal.
Yes, you have one
Yes.
casting of it
No,
that
I'm
you
a
have
s-
set up.
I'm a sorcerer.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, he could use
That's-
all of his
that's
spell
true.
slots on
casting
it.
of it.
You have
I'm
two
expecting to
castings of
have
it.
to do that, especially at lower levels.
Two
Three.
castings of it.
3.
per day.
Sorcerers get 3 spell
So do
slots.
they get 3 spell
Yep.
slots right at first level?
Yep.
I know
I-
2. I get to do it. Yeah.
And I
Okay.
could do 2 soothes in a day.
But
The-
it's in
the-
between the fights. That's where like Tristan kind of shines.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
The real issue here is the inability to remove the wounded condition. So if someone goes down, we can bring them back up, but then they're wounded once. And then if they go
Healing
down and
magic doesn't remove it.
No,
Nope.
no.
Wounded doesn't go away until you have your wounded treated. So
Okay, it'll be fine.
okay, this is going to be exciting. Cool. I'm warning you right now that you don't have a healer. So you have the ability to heal, but you don't have a healer. I don't mind this. I think you're going to have an interesting time with it, and then we'll see how quickly one of you retires a character to become a healer.
First person to die has to make a healer.
It's not a bad way to do it.
I could take down my one con and put it into medicine, but that's still only a +4.
That's what I have
Yeah,
done.
we have a couple of plus
Yeah.
fours. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. You just need to hit an 11 or higher to treat wounds. So it's gonna be fine. So, cool. I think we have pretty much a well-rounded party. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be interesting, and I think we're going to have a hell of a good time. I think we're pretty much all set. I'll take care of the extra stuff offline. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out, building characters, setting up this Sesh 0. I feel pretty good about where we're at. Hopefully you feel pretty good about where you're at and where your character's all set. And yeah, we'll see you in 2 weeks. We'll be back in 2 weeks at 7:30. We were a little late this time around, but at 7:30 we'll run till 10:30. All right.
Central
Alright.
time.
Alright. Sounds
Well, I
Yeah.
good.
can take
Central
risky
time,
surgery,
Central time.
so
Cool. All right. Thank you very much, everyone.
take care.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.